I'm writing this after watching Spider-Verse. To say my immediate thoughts, for anyone questioning how could this film be better, it is 10 times better. The end credits scene is beautifully animated. Listen, I've seen movies before, but none have moved me as much as Across the Spider-Verse. I think this movie got what the first one got wrong. That being, Spider-Man is not an idea, he's a person. And that person inspires us to be better. Anyways, there are some key things I love about the movie. First, Miguel O'Hara is kind of a side villain of this movie, but for good reasons. See, in the Spider-Verse, there are these things called canons. Essentially, things that need to happen to Spider-Man. If those things don't happen, according to Miguel, the universe will end. One of these things includes someone close to Spider-Man dying. Miguel has now formed a team to make sure those things happen. He reminds me of Thanos in this way. He's saving people with no benefit to himself, but in a very flawed way. They both also have first-hand experiences with their issues. Thanos' planet died because of overpopulation, and Miguel destroyed another universe by being there. Also, the reason he hates Miles is because Miles caused his universe's Spider-Man to not stop the glider, which led Miguel to discover the universe with his daughter that he destroyed. Miles isn't really to blame for this because it was his help. The conflict for Miles is that Miguel wants Miles to just let his father die, which obviously he rejects because if he can save someone, he will. That's what makes him a great Spider-Man. Spider-Man is meant to save everyone no matter the cost. Peter in the comics, whether you agree with it or not, saves Aunt May by sacrificing his marriage. This is in the critiqued One More Day comic, which helped to inspire No Way Home. Another thing to mention, Miguel says Miles is an anomaly due to his spider coming from another universe. Basically, he was never meant to be Spider-Man, but let's answer this question. If Miles was truly never meant to be Spider-Man, and he's just a rando who got the powers and can still whoop all their asses, what does that make them? Another thing I wanted to discuss is the characters. When there were rumors about there being a love triangle, I wasn't happy about it, and when Spider-Punk, aka Hobie Brown, was being introduced, I also wasn't happy about the way his character acted. But he was one of my favorite characters in the film. He truly did not give a shit about Miguel's BS and even helped Miles escape. Hobie Brown is also one of the most funniest characters in the film. For example, when Miles says,
"How are you even cooler under your mask?"
I was just cool the whole time.
Hobie built his own multiversal watch, which we see him at the beginning swiping gadgets from Miguel's room, telling me he already planned to rebel against Miguel. That also makes sense for his character. Moving on to Gwen's character, she definitely got an upgrade. We spent the first 15 minutes with her truly fleshing out her origin and getting us to understand her own struggles right now. And her relationship to Miles I really enjoyed in this movie. I especially enjoyed the one scene where she's with Miles and she says,
"In every other universe, Gwen Stacy falls for Spider-Man. And in every other universe, it doesn't end well."
Well, it's the first time for everything, right?
we can tell they're romantically interested in each other, but there's no need to rush it. Finally, the unique art styles were fun to see. Did every Spider-Man have a unique art style? No. But when you saw them, it was cool. Gwen's watercolor world is beautiful. The way it would change depending on the mood and shot. I'll talk about the ending in another video, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to see cartoon-related videos as soon as possible. With that said, stay tuned.